So I started working when I was 16 years old, going into my junior year of high school. It was a new restaurant called ABBQ, and I got the job because my dad knew the owners and they were just opening up, and they were like, hey, we need some people, can she work? And I was like, yeah, sure, I've never had a job before, this would be some great experience and I have nothing better to do. So I worked there until I think a week or two before the start of my junior year, because I didn't want to take away from school because junior year is very important. But towards the end of my junior year, around April, back when COVID was had been around for a month or so and restaurants had been shut down, and a lot of people were leaving. So the owner got in contact with my dad and he was like, hey, we need some more people, can she please come and work for us again? And again, I was like, yeah, sure. I love that place, the people were great, and again, I have nothing better to do. So I started working there again, and I worked there for about a year after that. So up until about 2-3 weeks ago when I left. So there wasn't really a big reason why I left. I'm just going into college, and I mean, I love the people, they were great. I just needed a change of pace. But on my last day is when things got a little different. So I had been working, like I said, for about a year now, and there was some event happening that day. I don't really remember what, but I was kind of done. And so I was talking to my dad and his girlfriend and our neighbors who had shown up just to kind of see me off on my last day, just so I could hang out and stuff. I was the hostess, so I'm the person who greets people at the door. And so I knew that nobody was really coming in because, like I said, the event was done. I don't remember what it was, but I was hanging out with my dad, his girlfriend, and the neighbors, and I was just talking to them. And the hostess that had been working with me that night had already left because she claimed she had some AP homework to do, and I was like, you know what, it's my last day. I don't really want to be here, but sure, I'll cover for you. So she left, but I saw her come back inside with a cake, but because I was separated away, just hanging out with my dad and his girlfriend, and she was carrying a cake, and I was like, why is she carrying a cake? So it was just really weird to me, but I didn't really think anything of it. So just to kind of get a little bit more context clues about the place that I worked at, I was just a part-timer. I only worked 2 days a week, and that was about it. So I didn't really feel like I was very special to these people. But I even had a nickname. My nickname was Beans, because one time I was working on a food line, and I was scooping out some beans. And we have these little clicker things, kind of like an ice cream scoop, but they have a clicker where you kind of just press, and when you click it, the line kind of goes around the scoop of the cup to get all the excess food out. And I clicked it, and it sprayed all over this white tank top that I was wearing. So that's where I got my nickname, Beans. So going back, I'm hanging out with my dad and his girlfriend and the neighbors, and then all of a sudden my managers and almost every server that was working that night came out with the cake and set it in front of me, and it said, best of luck, Tay. And I started crying because I knew that that wasn't a normal thing that people do for part-timers, and it just for somebody who's worked there that was leaving the restaurant. People normally only give cakes to people who are retiring. But I wasn't retiring, I'm 18, I'm just leaving the restaurant. So I was crying, and they were videotaping me, so they have a video of me crying. But it just felt really special to me, because for the longest time I have had trouble feeling special and feeling like I was good enough to feel like I was special. In the restaurant, in school, and everything, I always struggled with feeling good, but in that moment, I felt special. And it's gonna take a long time for me to feel special and for me to feel good enough, and I'm gonna still have moments where it's gonna be really bad, but that moment made me feel a little bit better about myself. And I hope everyone can feel that moment too, because it made me feel so much better about myself.